This is fence 13, the Fidelity Asset Management dragons coming out of the water. Simple brush fence, step up out of the water to this dragon on an angle to the step there. Quite a committed one stride, I think, but easy for the horses to read.
Yeah, I think again we talked about it at the previous fence about travelling across the water and how the water has an effect on the horses when we're galloping through it. What is very important when we come to this fence is the way that we approach and the type of canter that we have before we jump up the step. And for me, looking at this, I think it's important we get this step up clean so that we get a decent distance away from the step so we can make the stride, as you say, it's a committed one stride before jumping over the dragon.
I wanted them to come out there, come out of the water with a little bit of pace, so they shorten this distance between the two. If they come out of the water dwelling a little bit and not really positive enough, then they'll be away from this dragon, and then that makes it much harder for them to actually get that line.
And I've noticed on the step out you put the brush on, and is that to create the horse to jump up and out?
To me, they read it much better, and it's much easier to attack a fence out of water than it is a step out of water.
Yeah, definitely is. And then notice on here, on the dragon, you've got the brush on the top here. And this is very interesting. The brush that you've got here is very different from the birch that we have. All of this is plastic brush on here.
Yeah, this is plastic, so you could just reuse it. It just is stitched into, put into little holes there. But the great thing about this brush is that it has that variegated sort of look to it. So to me, it's important that brush looks like brush, that the horses can actually read it and know that it's a different sort of thing, and it's soft and they can run through it and they can brush through it. And this does that every day of the week because it has different colours within the actual brush structure.
Yeah.
So it's a very good new thing.
I think this looks good, but also feels very good.
Yeah.
Often when you have birch and fences like this where it's quite short, it gets put in and then it gets cut down.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we find the birch is quite stalky.
Yeah, there's no way you could injure your horse on this. It's very soft.
At all.
Yeah.
And if one bit gets worn down, you can just swap it with something on the edge.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You know, it's great stuff. Okay, let's get on our dragons and ride away.
Okay.
Are you on that one?
I'm on this one.
Okay.
I'm on this one.